So here's a painting I did yesterday. I was just trying out my watercolor sticks, and so I was fooling around. I just grabbed something, and I didn't want to spend much time on it, but then I kind of liked it. And of course, since I just did it plain, I did it on just your basic 8.5 by 11, I think it is, you know, multi-purpose type sketch pad, drawing pad, but as you can see, it's wrinkled right up because it's not heavy paper. It's not heavyweight watercolor paper. So I want to hopefully straighten it. I want to flatten it a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it like that, face it down. Let's see if this works. I'm going to tape the edges. So tape the edges down quite firmly, because what you're going to do is you're going to spray water on this, and hopefully it will help flatten, and I'll show you the process. It's basically stretching, what's called stretching your paper. There. So kind of pull your paper as you're taping it to help flatten it. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Just depends. So again, I'm just trying to straighten it a bit, pull some of the wrinkles out as I tape it down. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's see if this works. Like I say, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you end up getting a fold. I can see that starting right there in the paper, and then it just looks like, well, it's kind of over when that happens. See if I can just straighten that out a little bit. Pull the other piece up now, since I did that, changed it. It would have been so much easier if I would have just started this in the beginning. Just got a piece that I should have used for watercolor or acrylic painting. But you know, sometimes when the artistic moment strikes, you just grab whatever you have at hand and you go with it. And sometimes you can, you know, make it better. Sometimes you can't. So, okay, there it is. It's taped down securely. And here's my water spritzer. I had to run and get my hairdryer because I forgot. Yeah, we're doing this. All right, so here's the water bottle. I'm going to spray it, and here's my heavy duty. I love this hairdryer. It's a Baby Bliss Pro Carrera exclusive. It's what hairdressers use. I've had this for 8 years. It has not burnt out. It has been dropped numerous times. It is a workhorse. It is a beast, and I love it. Okay, so here we go. So you just sort of soak the paper. So you got to. So what I'm going to do is let it soak for a bit. See it getting even more wrinkly now, because I want to press the water into the paper, but I don't want to make it so wet that the painting actually transfers onto this here. So let's see. Oops, sorry, it's a bit dry. Okay. Give it a minute. And it's warm in here too. It's quite dry. The heating is on. It's fall now. Usually it's pretty humid out here. I'm in Toronto, so Ontario here in Canada, and it gets very humid. Most of the time it's very humid. Even in the winter it's cold and damp, so it's very damp. Okay, so now you can see it's quite wet. It's very wrinkly, and so I'm going to put this on high heat and low speed. Okay. kind of scary looking right now. I'm thinking, oh my God, what have I done? I made it worse. I might have, but we'll see. You can see already the paper is starting to tighten. I'm just pushing it down, the edges, making sure it stays adhered to the board. Tightening even more. Those cellulose fibers are beginning to pull together as they dry. It looks like a mini miracle, doesn't it? It's starting to get flat. Just a little bit of wrinkling where the image, some of the corners of the painting, the edges of the drawing are. But that might even tighten up. You see, yeah. It's a lot better than what we started with, that's for sure. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Just gonna put a little, keep the heat on it for a little bit longer. Make sure it's nice and dry. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Pretty good though. Then what we can do is put it on the cool setting and just cool it, because the paper's quite hot and the glue's quite hot, so I just want to cool it down a little bit. And now we'll try taking it off. Now I just did another video that showed how to take tape off paper so that it doesn't tear, so let's hope that this actually works again, because it did last time. Okay, when you take the paper or the tape off, so this edge that is the tape on the paper, when you pull it off, make a corner. So it's how would you say, perpendicular to the line here, right? So it's at a right angle, this little corner. So keep it like that and pull it, keep your finger on the paper and pull it closer to the paper here. Don't pull too far or else you lose, it's more likely to tear. How's that? There. Guess you'd lose control. There we go. There's one edge. We'll do this bottom edge. Oh, wait. See this. Okay, this is a little trick here. There we go. And then this edge. Again, right angle, you can see. Nice little corner, picture corner angle here. Ta-da! So you can see that it is now flatter. Like there's a little bit of wrinkling in there, but it is much better than what we started with, right? Much better. Here, I'll do it this way so you can see a little bit with the light. So, and it didn't transfer actually. You can't really tell because it's such a mess, this board, but it didn't transfer. And this is done in, let me just grab you some of these. So here's the Daniel Smith watercolor stick. It's 100% watercolor, so these are not cheap. Can't remember how much I paid for this. Somewhere between $9 and $12 Canadian. And this is the Winsor Newton brand. It was more expensive than the Daniel Smith. Again, somewhere between $9 and $13. I can't remember exactly. But you can go on Dick Blick or Currys.com or Above Ground or Opus, whomever you order from, or go to and see what they've got there. But yeah, so that's what I use. So that hasn't been varnished or anything. And so yeah, there you go. This is pretty good. So you can then take this and you can put a mat on it, and that will hold it down, and it will read as flat. So there you go.